All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're tackling something pretty amazing: neuroplasticity. Basically, how to rewire your brain for success. We've got this excerpt here, and let me tell you, it's packed with insights about unlocking potential, crushing those goals, the whole 9 yards. Ever wished you could, upgrade your brain?
Well, you actually can.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to dig into today. For the longest time, everybody thought our brains were, set in stone after a certain age.
Yeah. Can't teach an old dog new tricks, right?
Exactly. But get this. Turns out that's completely wrong thanks to neuroplasticity.
Wait.
Our brains are constantly changing and adapting throughout our lives.
Okay, hold on. Back up for a sec. Neuroplasticity, for those of us who don't speak neuroscientist, what is that in plain English?
It's the brain's incredible ability to, reorganize itself, form new connections between brain cells.
New connections. So, our brains are literally rewiring themselves all the time.
Exactly. Picture this. Your brain is this massive network of pathways, constantly buzzing with activity. Every time you learn something new, practice a skill, even just think a thought, you're strengthening certain pathways and creating brand new ones.
Okay, so it's like if you're learning guitar, the more you practice, the stronger that guitar playing pathway in your brain gets.
Precisely. This is like building a mental muscle.
I love this analogy from the excerpt.
Yeah.
The brain is like a garden. Our thoughts are seeds, and our actions are like tending to those seeds. So if you plant positive, focused thoughts, you cultivate a thriving garden of success.
I love that. And what happens if you plant negative thoughts?
Well, they sprout weeds, choking out your potential.
Okay, it's not just about positive thinking, right? It's got to be more than that.
Absolutely. It's about translating those thoughts into action. That's where habits come in. The excerpt makes a big deal about how building the right habits is key to rewiring for success. Right. It's not just about talent or luck. It's about consistently showing up and doing the work. So walk me through this. How do habits actually rewire the brain?
Habits are like the building blocks of your brain's wiring. Think of it like this. You want to be a writer. Every time you sit down and write, you're firing up those specific neural pathways connected to writing. The more you do it, the more ingrained those pathways become.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Building new habits and actually sticking to them, that's the tough part. What about mindfulness and visualization?
Yes, the excerpt talks about those too. They're super powerful tools for rewiring your brain. They're like two sides of the same coin. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment without judging yourself, like noticing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations.
So basically decluttering the mental garden, making room for the good stuff to grow.
Exactly, and that's where visualization comes in. It's about creating this super clear mental picture of what you want to achieve.
Okay, but isn't that just wishful thinking? How does that actually rewire anything?
It's not just daydreaming. Neuroscience research has actually shown that when you vividly imagine yourself doing something, it activates many of the same neural pathways as actually doing it.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah, there was a study published in the Journal of Neurophysiology. They found that just imagining lifting weights actually led to increases in muscle strength, similar to people who actually hit the gym.
No way. So
Yeah.
if I imagine myself giving an amazing presentation, my brain's actually prepping you to do it in real life.
Exactly. It's like creating a mental blueprint for success, a roadmap for your brain to follow.
That is so cool. Okay, but real talk,
Yeah.
life throws curveballs,
Okay.
right? We're gonna face challenges, setbacks, times where we wanna just quit.
How does the excerpt say to deal with those moments?
It says obstacles are just part of the journey. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, it encourages us to see them as opportunities for growth. Our brains actually thrive on challenges.
So what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Right. Every time you face a setback and overcome it, you're becoming more resilient, expanding your capacity for success. Okay, but how do we actually do that? How do we shift our perspective from why me to bring it on?
It starts with asking different questions. Instead of why me, try, what can I learn from this?
Oh, I like that. Every challenge is a chance to learn, adapt, get more resourceful.
Exactly. And every time you push through, you're rewiring your brain for greater resilience.
You know what else I found inspiring? The excerpt says that a success mindset doesn't just benefit you, it has a ripple effect.
That's so true. When you embrace this whole neuroplasticity thing and go after your goals, your energy, your achievements, they can inspire others. You become proof that change is possible.
You're like a walking, talking example of brain power.
Exactly. So think about it. If you could pick one area of your life to change, how could you apply these principles to make it happen?
What new habit could you start? What limiting belief could you finally ditch? What vision of success could you start visualizing today?
It all starts with that first step.
Exactly. And remember, your brain is this amazing adaptable organ. By embracing neuroplasticity, you can unlock your full potential and achieve some pretty remarkable things.
I can't wait to see what you accomplish.
That wraps up our deep dive for today. Keep those brains buzzing, everyone. See you next time.